When it comes to the history of Penn State football, one man has seen just about everything, even the days before Joe Paterno.
He's known as the Penn State football historian. Few people have the same perspective as Lou Prato. A former director of the All Sports Museum and author of several books, including the Penn State Football Encyclopedia, Prato graduated from Penn State in 1959. He began covering the team as a TV reporter in Pittsburgh during the early 1960s, when Rip Engel was head coach.
Rip was a great guy too. Rip gave Joe some advice he didn't take. He said to Joe, I think he said you should coach when you're young and retire before you're 55 and around that age. And Rip did a lot for the program, and it was more than just bringing Joe here.
In 1966, Prato watched as the Nittany Lions made the transition from Engel to Joe Paterno. The rest is history, but only after a rocky start.
His first team, he almost got fired at the end of his first year. People don't realize that. He was what, 5-5 or 6-6. See, I said again what the record was, and boy, can this guy coach?
46 years, 2 national championships, 409 wins, ending in scandal and controversy. So in the eyes of the man who witnessed Paterno's entire career, what is Joe's legacy? Prato says it's still undetermined and compares it to today's issues in Ferguson.
There's a lot of misinformation being put about that, but people have chosen sides. That's the same thing with the Paterno legacy.
His most recent book, We Are Penn State, The Remarkable Journey of the 2012 Nittany Lions, highlights one of Penn State's most vital seasons. Bill O'Brien's short stint in Happy Valley ended in a departure for the NFL, but not before making a major impact in just 2 years.
I'm not surprised he left. I'm surprised he left last year. I thought he'd be another year. I think a lot of the media guys said he saved the program. He was the right guy at the right time.
James Franklin's first season has been up and down, but as a historian, Prato likes to wait a few years before passing judgment.
In the long run, if Franklin succeeds, we don't know, but we assume he's going to succeed. If he succeeds next year and next year and the next year, this will be a blimp on the radar, just a blip, okay? And he'll say, hey, he had a bad year, like Joe Paterno had a bad year in 1966. It's too early to evaluate Franklin. You got to give him a break, okay?
If they win that bowl game, they're 7-6. They would have not gone under 500 throughout the entire sanctions era. When you hear that, what do you think?
We are Penn State.
Prato is working on a new book about the many traditions of Penn State football that he plans to release next fall. In University Park, I'm Phil Constantino for the Center County Report.